The story of Kim Ji-hoon does not begin with fame or recognition. It begins in silence, slow, steady, and almost invisible. For years, audiences believed they understood him. His early performances painted the image of a gentle, dependable man, soft-spoken, calm, and emotionally grounded. He became the kind of actor viewers trusted without question. But that perception, as it turned out, was only the surface. Behind that composed exterior was an artist waiting, not for luck, but for the right moment to transform. Born and raised in Seoul, he entered the entertainment industry at a time when competition was relentless. The system favored immediate impact, faces that could capture attention instantly, but his journey did not follow that path. Instead, his early career was built on persistence. He moved quietly through auditions, accepting supporting roles that rarely placed him in the spotlight. While others rose quickly, he remained in the background, visible, yet not fully recognized. It was a difficult position, one that many actors never escape, but he stayed. Colleagues described him as focused and disciplined, someone who arrived early, stayed late, and never complained. Even when the roles lacked depth, even when opportunities felt repetitive, he continued refining his craft. During this period, he became known for portraying warm, romantic characters. His presence felt natural in stories built around emotional sincerity. He wasn't flashy, but he was believable. Audiences saw him as comforting. This image began to define him, a reliable on-screen partner, a man of quiet strength and emotional stability. And as his popularity slowly grew, that identity became deeply rooted in the public's perception. But there was a hidden cost. As the years passed, progress slowed. Offers became predictable. The same types of roles repeated themselves, leaving little room for growth. While others experienced breakthrough moments, he found himself stuck, circling the same creative ground. It was a period of uncertainty. Yet, what made this phase significant was not failure, but endurance. He didn't step away. He didn't compromise his professionalism. Instead, he continued learning, preparing, and waiting. Off-screen, his life remained almost completely private. There were no scandals, no public controversies, no headlines built on personal drama. In an industry often driven by exposure, he chose distance. His family life remained protected, and his relationships, if any, never became public narratives. This absence of noise became part of his identity. He was seen as grounded, reserved, focused entirely on his work. But beneath that calm and carefully maintained image, something was building, a quiet tension, a desire to break away from expectations. And soon, that shift would begin. The turning point in Kim Ji-hoon's career did not arrive gradually. It arrived with impact. After years of playing emotionally safe roles, he made a decision that would redefine everything. He stepped away from familiarity and entered a space that was darker, more complex, and far more demanding. This transformation became evident through projects like Flower of Evil. For the first time, audiences witnessed a completely different side of him. Gone was the gentle warmth. In its place was stillness, cold, controlled, and deeply unsettling. His performance carried an emotional weight that felt unpredictable. A single expression could shift from calm to threatening in an instant. Viewers were not just surprised, they were disturbed and captivated. This moment shattered the image that had followed him for years. It proved that the actor people thought they understood was far more layered than expected. From that point forward, his career began to evolve rapidly. He moved into more psychologically intense roles, embracing characters that explored moral ambiguity, violence, and emotional conflict. These performances demanded precision, and he delivered with striking consistency. Soon, his work expanded beyond domestic productions. With the global rise of streaming platforms, new opportunities emerged. One of the most notable was his role in Money Heist, Korea Joint Economic Area. This project came with enormous pressure. The original series had a massive international following, and comparisons were inevitable. Early reactions were divided. Some viewers were skeptical, questioning whether the adaptation could match the intensity of its predecessor. But over time, perspective shifted. His interpretation of the character brought a different energy, more restrained, more grounded, yet equally powerful. Rather than imitate, he redefined, and audiences began to accept and appreciate the difference. Behind this success, however, was a deeper story. Before this transformation, he had experienced years of stagnation. Scripts lacked originality. Roles became repetitive. The industry seemed unsure how to position him. This uncertainty led to introspection. There were real questions about longevity, about relevance, about whether his career would continue or quietly fade. That pressure became fuel. It pushed him toward risk, toward roles that could either redefine him or alienate his existing audience. He chose risk, and it worked. His performances began to carry emotional intensity, rooted in real struggle. Viewers could sense it. The depth felt authentic. Because it was on set, he remained consistent with the reputation he had built over the years. Professional, prepared, focused. Co-star described him as someone who approached even the darkest scenes with discipline and respect. There were no reports of conflict, no rumors of ego-driven behavior. Even as his global visibility increased, he remained unchanged in one key aspect, his privacy. Speculation around his personal life grew, but nothing was confirmed. No relationships were publicly acknowledged. No controversies emerged. Instead of reducing curiosity, this silence amplified it. Audiences began to see him not just as an actor, but as a mystery, a man capable of portraying darkness with disturbing accuracy, while remaining calm and almost invisible in real life. And that contradiction only made him more compelling. By the time Kim Ji-hoon reached global recognition, his image had transformed completely. The defining moment came with Ballerina. In this film, his portrayal of a ruthless antagonist pushed boundaries. The character was cold, calculated, and emotionally detached in a way that left audiences deeply unsettled. The reaction was intense, not because of scandal, but because of realism. Some viewers found it difficult to separate the performance from the person. The character's cruelty felt so convincing that it blurred the line between fiction and reality. Discussions emerged around the film's darker themes. Questions about violence, morality, and psychological impact circulated widely. Yet, through all of this, one fact remained unchanged. His real-life record was spotless. No legal issues, no public controversies, no personal scandals. In an industry where reputations can shift overnight, his remained steady, and that created a powerful contrast. On screen, he represented danger. Off-screen, he embodied control. This duality became the foundation of his public identity. The more intense his roles became, the more audiences questioned the man behind them. How could someone so composed portray such darkness? Was it purely skill or something deeper? There were no answers, only speculation, and he offered none. His silence became intentional, a boundary that protected his personal world while allowing his performances to speak freely. But success brought new challenges. Typecasting became a concern. Directors increasingly sought him for villainous roles. The very transformation that revived his career now risked limiting it. While he possessed a range for romance, comedy, and drama, the industry began to associate him with intensity. Breaking that perception would require careful choices. At the same time, there were questions about emotional toll. Immersing himself in psychologically heavy characters demanded depth and focus. Some wonder whether repeatedly exploring such darkness carried personal consequences. He never confirmed it, but the curiosity remained. By 2026, his career stood at a unique intersection. He was no longer just an actor. He was an evolving narrative, a figure defined by contrast, discipline and chaos, silence and intensity, visibility and mystery. What made his journey remarkable was not controversy, but resilience. He did not rise through headlines or scandal. He rose through patience, through reinvention, through the willingness to challenge both himself and the expectations placed upon him. Today, audiences no longer watch him passively. They study him. Every performance becomes a question. Every role, a new layer of understanding. And yet, the most important part of the story remains hidden. Because beyond the characters, beyond the transformation, beyond the global recognition, the real Kim Ji-hoon remains unknown. And perhaps that is exactly what makes him unforgettable.